reading because, hello, it's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. How is everyone's Friday going? I hope your Friday is magical and great, and everything that you've wanted this weekend to happen happens, including not being in quarantine. That would be great. That would be a pleasant surprise. How nice would that be? So, waiting for people to join. I still need to make an intro screen. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. Make an intro screen. Jakari, welcome. Lady Goddess Tarot, what is going on? It is exciting up in here already. We got Larry and Julie. See, Larry and Julie, we have enough to go ahead and start right now. That's all we really need is a Larry and a Julie. And then you have enough. You have enough. Cowgirl Blue, hello. We got Ozarka Water today. We're changing it up. It's Cam. Welcome, Cam. How are you? Danielle, Dee, Jakari. Everybody has a coming in here today. What's going on? There is no list. We pick at random. So throw your questions out there. Throw them out there. Let's see. You see marriage in my cards for my boyfriend and I. Let's check it out. Mary Claire, welcome. Alley Cat. Well, it's been a minute. Alley Cat, how are you doing? How are you doing? All right. It's Cam says, I'm doing good. That's excellent. All right, let's find out about Julie. Julie wants to know about the boyfriend and herself there. Dee, what is going on? And Kristen, welcome. How are you doing? How is it going? Pretty good. Been trying to get a read all day. Jakari, indeed. Okay, so marriage for my boyfriend and I. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Julie wants to know. Marriage for boyfriend and I. Could be. Maybe could be not. Let's find out. General career reading. Ola wants to know. And Alley Cass is doing good. I'm doing good. We just had. All right. So I'll go ahead and show you. We have a new card today. It's the devil. It is the devil. And he does not look happy indeed. But we have the new devil card. We got a couple of people down there in chains, and the devil has a little, I don't know what it is, a little fire stick. But yeah, we got the devil. We did that today. So got that finished. And now we're sort of moving on to the next card, which not sure what it'll be. But I know I want a golden tarot for this one. Let's check out the golden tarot. Let's put the golden tarot thing on the table here so everybody can see. Let's see, conspiracy question. Are lizard people real? Lizard people. I'm not really sure. So are we talking about like how much lizard versus how much people? I mean, is there a mixture? Is it like a lizard with a head or anything like that? I don't know. Haiti, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Jocelyn, welcome. What is going on? Wolfie, what is up? Yeah, tomorrow we'll start on a different one. And let's see. We actually have like 7 or 8 that I need to run through the process of photoshopping. So may do that tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a digital day. You never know. So how are you doing, Wolfie? How is your Friday going? How is everything all right? All right, so the King of Coins being reversed says the stability is just not there. Maybe something, Justin Bieber could be a lizard person. You never know. Well, you need a percentile. If it's 80% lizard and 20% person, that's going to be awkward, you know? I mean, what the lizard could have a genitalia or something. I mean, you never know. So the Jocelyn, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. So the King of Coins reverses the stability is just not there. You're looking for long term. We're looking for long term, sort of a marriage, just that stability, that financial stability, the hard work, the work that we're going to put into that is just not there. King of Coins says that could be a bit challenging to sort of get into that. Peace says that we could also have a variety of different things as far as we're not really aware of some of the situations that will come. The relationship will sort of change and be altered a little bit, maybe not for the best, but it will be altered for a little bit. So you're going to have to sort of figure out, what you're willing to put up with versus what you're willing to sort of go forward with. So the Two of Swords says it could be challenging as well as the Queen of Wands reversed. We got the King and the Queen reversed. Sort of looking at the Queen of Wands is all about getting stuff done. Pretty much a Wands figure as well. She's pretty stable. Likes to go forward, likes to get things done. And the Queen of Wands reverse says going forward may not be the best option right now, maybe a bit of a delay. The Moon reversed as well. So the cycles sort of point to maybe not. The Moon is both a cyclic card where we have cycles, what goes around comes around, day-to-day activities. This day-to-day thing may not be the best. It may be something where you need alternate days or days off or anything like that. So overall, it's looking a bit challenging right now. It is looking a bit challenging right now if we want to go forward and get married and live happily ever after, just like the Disney movie. May not be the best opportunity for that. It just may not. We got quite a few bad cards there. Haiti, thank you for your donation. We'll check out Joe and find out what is happening with that. All right. So Haiti wants to know, first off, how is next week? HG? How is next week? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? What's going on? Christopher Jackson, what is going on, my friend? How are you? That was the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Now, I did trim it. This is trimmed. So if you're looking for just this raw, you're going to have to trim it yourself. But if you don't mind a bit of a border on there, because Cat Black does like her borders, that's for sure. She has another tarot coming out, and it has some big old borders on there. So let's try the Light Seers Tarot for this one. This is the Light Seers Tarot, one of my favorite. What is going on? Ola wants a general career reading. So who's on lockdown? Let me know, because Texas is not locked down anymore. And I am wandering around. I'm going to restaurants. I went to Hobby Lobby today. It was like a party in here, getting back to regular life. I never thought that getting back to regular life would be so satisfying. You don't know that going to Hobby Lobby and shopping for watercolor paper is like a treat until you don't have it for 2 months. And then suddenly you're like, that was really nice. I really enjoyed doing the stuff that I used to do every day. And, it's one of those. All right. So we got one reversal chilling here. Miami's still locked down. Yeah. Miami's still locked down. I know Vegas is still locked down, even though the mayor got on TV and was all excited about opening as soon as possible. New Jersey's going to be on lockdown till August, they said. Oh, there's one news story. It said possibly until August. That's a long time, man. All right, next week, the King of Cups. I think that the emotions is going to sort of congregate next week. We have a couple of interesting, the Page of Cups. It's sort of about getting out and finding new emotions. This is what we're talking about right here. So the King of Cups is talking about getting the mastery of emotions, getting those emotions stabilized and getting them to where you want them to be. It's all about control, emotional control, talking about getting into that emotional control. And it could be through meditation. It could be through just thought or changing our beliefs or how we approach things. But it's all about getting that control over that. And also being more outgoing in our emotions. So we're talking about the Page of Cups is a bit of an introvert. We knew that from the video that I made. The Page of Cups is a bit of introvert. It's sort of, just that relaxed type feel. Let's sit at home. Let's hang out and let's not really go anywhere. It's sort of time to get your emotions and get out next week and sort of get out with your emotions. So tell people about your emotions or meet some new people or something like that. So sort of getting out with your emotions and making sure that those are expressed next week is going to be important to that. And the Queen of Pentacles, it's all about being stable next week. Don't take any big risks. Watch out, sort of stay in our comfort zone for the most part. Pinkie Pie, it has been a minute. How are you doing? CC and ZK, hey, how's it going? House of Tarot. So Jocelyn, should I do the practice readings next week or should I move on to the Queens? Jocelyn, you let me know. You decide. You decide, Jocelyn. Do you want practice? Do you want some sample readings or with the two that I've done? Or do you want the Queens next week? Let me know. So the Page of Cups is about getting out of that. The Queen of Pentacles, it's about don't take too many risks. Stay stable. Stay in your comfort zone. Relax with that. Relax with that and be in your comfort zone and all of that good stuff. The Four of Cups says next week could be a bit of a bittersweet as well, right? The Lord of Blended Pleasure seems to come up every reading for whatever reason. Marby, hello. How are you doing? So the Four of Cups is about when you're offered something and you don't really want it. Take a moment and say, maybe this is something that I could use later, or maybe this is something that I could learn from or something like that. So, I mean, I'm just saying next week is going to be, staying in our comfort zone, letting people know about emotions, getting out there with our emotions, but not, venturing too far out, getting that page and reversing it. All right. So Jocelyn, will JD get the dog that they want? Ooh, a new pet. That's so exciting. By the way, if you haven't watched the dodo on YouTube, okay, so we'll go with House of Tarot. By the way, dog they want. Okay. Check out on YouTube. Go check out the dodo. Basically, it's cute animal videos. And it's like these sad stories about adopted dogs and cats and adopted rabbits and dogs that were abused but rescued. And they got this one cat or two cats that were stuck in on this island, and these fishermen like went out next to the island, and these kittens like swam out to the fishermen. I mean, like endless cute stories on YouTube. It's called the dodo. Let me make sure I have the name right. Make sure I have that name right before I send you over there. There you go. It's the dodo. Yeah, go check that out. It is Animal Central. If you want to see some the absolute best and cutest animal videos you've seen in your life, the dodo's the place to be. All right, so Anna K is what we're going to use for this. MJ got a new puppy. There you go. Can I have a reading for the rest of my 2020? How can I be a better mother to my wolf hybrid? I want to be as happy as possible. Will H contact me in 2 days? Brianna snuck in. What is going on? Hey, how you doing? Brianna's got the cat too. Brianna's got the infamous cat. That, that literally the celebrity cat at this point that appeared on the back of the Echoes of Nature. By the way, I have 10 more of these, and then they're out of print for the rest of your life. If you want one, go to Etsy. It is on sale for 15% off. Use Echoes, the word Echoes. You get 15% off of it. So here we go. House of Tarot wants to know, JD get the dog that they want. Well, is it going to be the dog that they want? The High Priest. We got the 3. I think so. Now, the Queen sure is a dark card for this particular Queen, but the actual Queen of Cups is actually quite a pleasant card, actually. We're looking at sort of the 10 of Wands, a bit of that burdening as well. Okay, so I think, yes, they get the dog that they want. They do get the dog that they want. The High Priest, it's the organization or some higher power or some authority is sort of collecting that, sort of mandating that, yes, they can get the dog that they want. Everything's going to be good. The higher power agrees with us because the 3 is all about the newness of possessions. The newness of possessions could be a dog. It's also the work card, new job, things like that, etc., etc. But the 3 is about showing off as well. So one of the things in the 3, some of the original tarot is he has a bunch of people staring and checking out all of the cool things that he's doing. So it's kind of showing off. So now you're showing off the new dog. You're you're showing it off, you're taking pictures, you're putting them on social media. So yeah, the 3 is that showing off of and getting that new adventure thing. The Queen is the emotional happiness, emotional stability though as well. So the emotional connection. The 10 says the dog may be a bit rambunctious when they first arrive. They may be a bit too excited. You may have to sort of put up with that. But well, Brianna, thank you for editing your pledge. I appreciate it. So you may have to put up with that. The a bit of that overexcitement when the dog gets there. Maybe the dog makes a couple of messes, but overall, I see nothing but happiness. That 3, that's showing off, all excited about that good stuff. I think that's coming in. I think that's coming in good. I think we're going good for that. All right. So is Jay moved on or not? Let's find out. Did Jay move on? Or they still think of me? Let's check that out with the ever-loving, ever-good news, Thoth. Because you can't have bad news with the Thoth. Just ask Brianna. Just ask Brianna. I'm just saying. You have to get that dog. Can't get that dog and be happy and showing it off on social media and all excited and everybody's going to be happy. So it's looking great. It is looking fantastic. Mama, thank you for your donation. I really appreciate it. All right, let's check it out. Do another tarot card tomorrow. Do one Sunday. Do one tomorrow. And I have 10 tarot cards that I want to edit digitally. And today we had the most beautiful sunlight. It was like sunlight, but it wasn't, direct sun. It was like this. The sun was sort of peeking out there. And so I got pictures of all the cards, and we're going to go and digitally edit those and get all that good stuff as well. So yeah, we had some great light. Got a bunch of good pictures today. I'm pretty excited, I gotta say. So I think that they moved on. So this is the smooth rider, the lover. This is the lover, the smooth rider, the romance type of feel as well, right? Sort of hovering on the waves and getting that emotion, getting that deep emotion, that deep connection as well. So sort of that romantic, we're going out, we're getting new romance and all of this other good stuff. So Mama, thank you for your second donation. I appreciate that. So there you go. So I think that they sort of moved on. They've moved on. I think they found themselves quite a handful as well. Dee Dee and Eve's channel, welcome. And Liz snuck in. Well, Liz, how is it going? And Lizzie Darko, how are you doing? I believe they have found themselves quite a handful. So we do have someone that loves that drama, someone that is sort of ruining the emotion, someone that's sort of going in and not making a good situation at all. We're moving into strife as well, making problems, making waves. So it looks like they got themselves quite a handful going on over there as well. I think that they're trying to work it out. They're trying to sort of work it out. Holly, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. So they're trying to work it out, right? We got the lovers. They're trying to force it to work. Will it work? I mean, we got two negative cards sort of right here. Both these cards are going to be a bit difficult. If you really want it to work, this one and this one are going to be interfering with each other. But I mean, these two are pretty bad. I mean, this is a pretty bad combination. It's all about the poisoning the well. And that Venus is really sort of just digging into Scorpio at this point. And the Scorpio has that side that you don't want to see on the Scorpio. Sometimes the Scorpio, you tick them off, you make them mad, that Scorpio will come back and bite you sometimes. You have to be careful with the Scorpio. So make sure the Scorpio is happy. I mean, I'm just saying, make sure the Scorpio is happy. Yeah. Yes, exactly. He moved on, but he chose poorly. What's the end of what's the end of the Raiders of the Lost Ark, where he says he chose poorly? It's one of those. He chose poorly. All right, moved on. Quite a handful. Mama wants a general message. Let's check that out for Mama. By the way, no stream tomorrow morning. We are doing some painting. Going to try to just burn out a painting. try to just burn it out from morning all the way until 2 p.m. 2 p.m. I'm over on Tarot Magician's channel. We're going to do double readings. So those are exciting. I got to say, those are worth the hype. Those are worth the hype because double readings, you never know what you're going to get. One person, I mean, Renee may have a totally different take than me, and you may get two totally different readings. You never know. See, it has been a minute since we used the Hush Tarot, but I feel like the Hush Tarot is going to be good for this. Eve's channel, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, is that the last crusade? Yeah, he chose poorly. AM, welcome. I'm doing fantastic as always. I am doing fantastic as always. We did the devil today. We did that evil devil. We gave him a weird face. We gave him like an evil face. And not my favorite card, I have to say. But we still got 62 cards to go. So we got lots of room for improvement. We got lots of room for improvement from that devil. So the devil may not be the best card, but I mean, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with overall with how everything is going. So we're going to go to Kickstarter. I am going to maybe have some pins. So we have some enamel pins to go on the Kickstarter. So if you're interested in the Sun card as an enamel pin, you can get it. I think we're going to be good there. All right. General message, judgment. It's time for a rebirth. It's time to sort of get out of the house and get some excitement and get something new going. I think you've been sort of in that comfort zone. You've been in that comfort zone. Haiti, thank you for your donation. We'll check out Jay coming back in a minute. We'll get in that comfort zone a little bit too much. Judgment says it's time to get out. I do think this also points to opportunities. I do think in your case, you do have a possible opportunity that we can sort of jump in, have fun with, and go on a bit of an adventure. Coming up. Now, the Page of Cups talks about the adventure may be bittersweet. Page of Cups, again, Page of Cups is making all sorts of appearances today. The Page of Cups is a bit of an introvert, but he's been pretty good with the love, but he brings love messages. And that's what's important because now we're moving to the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is not exactly the best knight. The Knight of Swords is a bit of a challenge. It's almost like that you get some love opportunity and you just want to dive into it. You're like, you know what? Screw it. I just want to dive into this opportunity, some type of opportunity, emotion. I just want to dive into it. And the Knight of Swords is really kind of crazy sometimes. He doesn't plan. He goes all in. He's like, whatever. If it's terrible, it's terrible. Let's go all in, just like the Hades ex relationship. Let's just go all in and hope for the best. And the Two of Swords is the best may not be there. You may have a bit of a challenge as far as where we go in there. But hey, diving in, my video, I say the Knight of Swords could be diving into a new relationship. You don't care. Let's run in. Let's hope for the best. Who wants to plan this type of stuff? Nobody. Nobody wants to plan this stuff. Nobody's got time for that. Come on. Nobody's got time for that. I mean, reminds me of a casino. Indeed, it does remind me of casino as well. I miss casinos. I want Vegas. I go twice a year. I go to Vegas and I gamble. I know it's shocking, but I gamble and I play blackjack. And I'm pretty good at blackjack. I usually win. Sometimes I barely make it. Other times I come out pretty good. But I love playing blackjack. And now that Vegas is closed, that's depressing. Now I can't go. And I have to cancel my vacation and move it out, which sucks. Because I'm ready for vacation. It's time to get out. Time to get out of the house, stop doing that watercolor, and go on an adventure. Mariah, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, HJ wants to know. Ben and his mother. Ben and Ma. What's up with Ben and Ma? Let's check it out. Hopefully I can get back to Vegas soon. But the good news is they're finally cleaning Vegas. I got to say, I've never seen anybody clean anything in Vegas before. And I go there a lot. I've never seen anybody clean anything in Vegas before. The tables, kind of gross. The slot machines are kind of gross. The floor is kind of gross. So the fact that they are cleaning that place is kind of exciting. I gotta say, I'm pretty hyped about that. Just watched your tutorial last night on reading tarot for the first time. Pikachu, that is awesome. How did you like it? You talking about the 2012 one? The 2012 video that's coming up on 1 million views? By the way, I have a video that's coming up on 1 million views. Well, it's like 680,000 or something. That's a lot of views. That is a lot of views. Hopefully it'll get up to 1 million. And we can say we got video with 1 million views. It is the absolute last video I would have expected to have 1 million views, but sure, why not? Sure, why not? You're OCD, or else you're going to the wrong places. Well, the wrong places is what Vegas is all about. You don't want to go to Vegas and go to the right places. I mean, I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there now. If you go to Vegas and you go to the right places, yeah, let's not do that. It's Vegas. Come on. It is Vegas. That's a lot of bats as well. Okay, so Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and Two of Wands. Seems like they got some decisions to make. It's almost like that mom is trying to force the decision. Mom is trying to force a decision. Am I getting this correct here? The Ace of Cups, it seems that some emotion came up or some issue came up. It just sort of arrived. It just sort of arrived and just poof, like magic. It is here. It is here. The Ace of Cups. I think that they have a goal. I think mom has a goal in mind. Somebody is trying to get somebody else to do something. Basically, right? Trying to get somebody to do something. The Ace of Pentacles says it's not going to be possible. It's just not. You're trying to pull back. We're trying to force an issue. It's just not happening. It's like trying to push a mountain. We're just not going to be able to do that. The Ace of Pentacles, we're going to get that resistance. We're going to get that resistance. For example, all right. For example, we have the Ace. We have the Ace on top, and we try to get rid of it. Right? You shuffle. You do more shuffles. You just try to get rid of it. And then you try to get rid of it, and you do all this work, and it won't go away. And that's what happens here. It's difficult sometimes to get people to do stuff they don't want to do. The Page of Swords is all about being malleable or fitting into the situation. Yeah, the art of letting people be. That's what I'm talking about. The Page of Swords is all about being malleable, right? But it also brings messages. It brings messages about choices. We have choices in this matter. Some of the choices may not be obvious. Some of the choices may be kind of unusual, but we do have choices. It's not a matter of trying to fit in. The Page of Swords is about fitting in, but he's not good at fitting in. It's a page. It's new. It's trying to adjust. It's trying to be malleable to this, and it's just not working. You're going to have some issues getting that to work. Sometimes you can't stretch like a rubber band. You just break. So the Two of Wands says it's about making those choices and getting that dominion. What is dominion, you ask? That's a Two of Wands, by the way. We're talking the Lord of the Dominion. We're talking about it's your mastery. It's your situation. You're the mastery of yourself. It's about getting that power back and making the correct choice here. We have the choices. We're getting the power back. We're trying to get everything smoothed out. But being malleable only works so much. The Page of Swords, that's the spy. It's able to adjust. It's able to make people think, hey, I'm doing all right. But sometimes they're not doing all right. So eventually, you just have problems trying to convince people of all of that. And you just got to make your own decision. You have to be the Lord of Dominion, that Two of Wands. Very important card. One of the most important cards in the deck about taking back your power. Because the Emperor talks about the control, but the Dominion is about the crossing of those two fire elements, the choices involved with that, and it's all about taking back your own power. By the way, general love situation. Eve's channel. Let's find out what you were doing here. All right, we always have a choice indeed. All right, Eve's channel, I think, what are we doing? We're doing general love. We'll go with the romantic Victorian. That's what we're going to do. romantic Victorian. It looks like that. It looks like that, but it looks like that on the love screen. Are we pajama free? We are pajama free. We're pajama free. I mean, I just want to point that out that we're pajama free today because Brianna always notices we're not pajama free, and we'll point it out. So, I mean, I'm just pointing out right now that we're pajama free. Can I do magic with this one? Can I do magic with this one? This is so weird. This is a really big deck. I'm not sure we can do magic with this one. We'll try. Oh, let's see. Let's do it offline where you can't see it. All right. Well, thank God. We'll try. We got the Four of Cups. It's all about the Four of Cups. You see the Four of Cups? All right. It's all about the Four of Cups. We get the Four of Cups and we snap. And then it becomes the Four of Pentacles. So it's all about the fours. You got to pay special attention to the fours. All right. Let's shuffle. Now that we did that. Those are hard to double lift, man. That gilded edges makes it just terrible to double lift that. I'm just saying now. I think that was actually a triple lift. But it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. See you in the morning. Haiti, I'm not here in the morning, but we'll see you next time. Thank you, Haiti, for hanging out. I appreciate you. All right. Let's check this out. Names of all your decks. Dee Dee, all my decks are like my children. Dee Dee, this is my extended family over here, Dee Dee. Hang on, Dee Dee. See, Dee Dee wants to know how I can remember all of these decks. And hang on, we'll go to the zoomed in. See, you can remember because these are my family. It's like 100 of my closest relatives. I'm just saying, it's 100 of my closest relatives right here. This might hurt. Sometimes it hurts. Golden Wheel, when we need a golden wheel. We need some comical relief. We got the Tarot in Wonderland. We got the brand new Shadowland. We have my absolute favorite little fun little deck there. We got the Shadowscapes by Stephanie Lupul. I mean, these are my family. It's like my extended family. It's like, you have a big family, cousins, brothers, sisters. I mean, all of that, When is the double reading? 2 p.m. Central tomorrow. Luthien, welcome. Hey, how are you doing? And Ferry, hey, how are you doing? Yes, my extended family. I mean, the lovers. That's what points out here. That's like my extended family. I'm in love with them. The lovers. The Hanged Man, and we end with the Page of Swords. We're malleable again. Okay, sure. The Five of Swords, not too much. Okay, so it seems that you either have an opportunity for love or you have some love currently. There's something going on with love. And it is looking good. It is looking good. The lover's looking for an opportunity with love there. So we got to ask, are you single? Are you single or not? I mean, because the lover says maybe not. Maybe you got somebody on the side there. Maybe you have a friend with benefits. Maybe you got somebody cute that you're sort of hanging out with. You're like, hey, you're really cute. You never know. You never know what's going on with that. But the lover's into the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, it's all about looking at it differently. Or you have the opportunity that you're taking a different approach or getting something a bit different with that as well. So the Hanged Man says, we're looking at some unusual things. Hey, Kate, hello. Hey, how's it going? Looking at some unusual things as well, right? So the Hanged Man, we're having a different perspective on love. We're having something that's going to be a bit different. Maybe not the usual patterns, which could be good. Eve's channel, that could be an opportunity for you to where you're not bored. You're looking at something different, something a bit exciting as well. The Hanged Man sort of points to that air sign. Somebody's good with communication. And we say that because we got the Five of Swords and the Page of Swords. So let's go through these. Because if you're single, could be looking at a partner here. We're talking about the sword feel or that airy feel, right? The Five of Swords says they like a bit of the spice. They like a bit of that conflict. They don't like to just sort of hang out and be boring. Like the old TV sitcoms where everybody's just kind of boring. They're all just sort of sitting around and making bad jokes. They don't like that boring. They like to get out, like to go do things. Traditional air sign, let's get out and let's do things. The Five of Swords says, within that, the Lord of Defeat says, let's have a bit of drama, a bit of back and forth with that as well. We're good with communication. Could be a Gemini, right? The Gemini has that. They're very sharp, very quick-witted, and they could be a bit on that the mean side and then back on the nice side. You just never know what's going on. Maggie, hello. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. The Page of Swords says they're malleable as well. They're able to adapt to the situations, but we're also looking at the newbie or the messages about this. Again, a bit of the newbie, a bit of the, you know, maybe I'm not great with relationships. Maybe I'm not excited about relationships. Maybe I'm not just producing these awesome relationships. Maybe I'm a bit new to the whole thing. Maybe I'm a bit... You know, maybe I'm a bit new to all of that. So when I try to do that, we could be looking at a few challenges to get through, but that's okay. It sounds like they're pretty sharp-witted in the first place. There you go. There you go. Good luck with all that. HG wants to know, so what is this? If Jay's coming back or not. Is Jay coming back or not? What is going on? Another deck arrived. Ooh, Hikate's Crossing. What did you get? What did you get? What kind of exciting stuff did you get in the mail? All my mail is delayed. Everything I ordered is massively delayed. Thanks to Corona. Thank you, Corona, for making everything take forever. All right, we're going to go for this one. By the way, you're like, what is this one, you ask? And that's a good question, because the answer is the Playful Heart Tarot. Playful Heart Tarot. You got to love this. You got to love the Playful Heart Tarot. Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. I guess, you know, if you absolutely hated it, because somebody did comment on the video, and they said no grown man would ever use that. And I replied, I'm a grown man, and I'm going to use this all the time. And I do use this all the time, because I absolutely adore it. This is nice. This is nice. It makes me feel good. It brings joy. Like if you had a rough day, you just break out this. You just break out this. And that is, you know, that is really good. Okay, so the Three of Swords. What are we doing? General, Jay coming back. General love situation. I typed Jay coming back, didn't I? I think I typed it on the wrong screen. I think I typed it on the ending soon screen, didn't I? I typed it on the ending screen. Yes, I did. Ending soon, last reading. There you go. All right, now that's fixed. Okay, is Jay coming back? The Three of Swords, the Heartbreak card reversed, says probably not. I mean, it's probably not. We're going into the Queen of Wands, where it's almost like we're trying to get it back. We want to get it back. We want that energy to where we're really sort of trying. We're easing into it. We're desperately trying to get this at some point, but we sort of have to move on here. The Three of Swords says the heartbreak has occurred. It's time to sort of go into the next stage. The Queen of Wands says, let's move into that next stage. The Queen of Wands is all about just sort of moving out, moving forward, and getting things done, but getting things done indeed. Now, the Ace of Wands reverse says, do we take action on this? Do we pursue this? No. Ace of Wands is reversed. Lauren C., thank you for your donation. I really appreciate that. The Ace of Wands reversed says, no, it's not really time to take action on that. It's not going to be a good thing. The Two of Swords, let's just move on. Let's get that. So Two of Swords is also peace, the peace sign with a 2, right? Good luck 2. And it's all about moving on and getting peace or making peace with a situation rather than confronting it. The Ace of Wands, had it been right side up, would have been about confronting it or chasing it or getting things done. But we're not getting things done. We're sort of moving on. We're sort of getting peace with the situation, getting peace with how things are going. And even if they don't go well, even if they don't go exactly like we wanted, it's sort of time to just sort of move on and get all of that stuff done. Get all of that stuff done and go to the next project, go to the next thing and get all of that. So Playful Heart is not my favorite, but that's rude to say to someone. It is, and that person does not comment on my channel anymore. We're delayed, but I'm used to it here. Nothing less than 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. But I mean, you got my deck pretty quick, though. You got my cards pretty quick. I was shocked at how fast you got my cards. All right, MN wants to know, what is Spirit trying to tell me? What is Spirit trying to tell me? What are they trying to get that information? Get the information and get it handed out. I think Spirit would be well represented by, I'm catching my sleeve on my chair tonight. It is by the Little Prince Tarot. The Little Prince Tarot. Something I would use often. So the Mori Gods and Goddesses Deities Travel Deck. That sounds interesting. All right, I got to check out your channel to see this. I got to check out the channel to see this. Did I make the right choice to break off a relationship today with Stacy? With Stacy. Fairy says a pretty claw. Thank you so much, Fairy. It is part. This is actually a painting. It is part of the Echoes of Nature deck. I got 10 left, and then they're gone forever. There's no version 2. They're going to be out of print, and good luck finding it. It's got Brianna's cat. It's got Brianna's cat. Oh, Nymeria is right there waiting for you. Right there waiting for you. It's thick, a ton of cards, and it's on sale. Use Echoes coupon. All right. So what are we doing here with Spirit? Let's try that. Little Prince will tell us exactly what we want to know. Little Prince is good. Little Prince is good. There we go. Oh, what are we doing? Little Prince has a lot of reversals tonight. It is reversal night on the Little Prince for sure. So what is Spirit trying to tell me? 9 of Swords. It's all about sort of not having negative thoughts, having some powerful thoughts, having encompassing thoughts that get your power back, that get you to where you want to be, changing those beliefs, looking forward to things, being happy, and just having control over our emotions. Because this is the Nightmare card, and the Nightmare card talks about negative thoughts. I mean, it's one of the big things, right? Negative thoughts. And the 9 of Swords talks about the negative thoughts, and we want to reverse that and remove those negative thoughts. The Ace of Swords also says, let's watch what we communicate, because a lot of times we communicate what we have, which could be the negative thoughts. Ace of Swords, we're trying to get communication going. We're trying to communicate something, but one of the issues here is we had bad things that are trying to sort of come out. You really don't want that to sort of manifest. So we need to not only watch thoughts, but watch the bad stuff. So if we have bad things around us, we don't necessarily need to talk about it. We can move on to other things. We can have other goals. We can have other projects in mind. We don't need to focus on the negative. We want to make sure to eliminate that. Make sure you're grounded and you just let that through. Let that Prashi, thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate that. Let that flow into the earth and don't hang on to anything that is not useful for you. The Knight of Wands. Sometimes we're going into this action, the fire of fire. Sometimes we're a bit enthralled. We're a bit excited about a particular project that may not be the best project for us. You need to sort of relax a bit, look at it, ask somebody else before we deep dive into some project that could be a big waste of time. That could be something that's too challenging to where all of a sudden we're really sort of suffering. I mean, you don't want to get in those situations. That's going to be challenging for you. Make sure you vet whatever you're going to get in and make sure that that's going to be something that's realistic and something that you can do as well. The 7 of Cups as well. So this has so many versions. This has so many versions, but realistically, we're talking about the Lord of Illusionary Success. And one of these things is a lot of times we think that the choices that we made are correct, because it is also as well about the choices. The choices that we made are correct. Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they aren't. Not only do we need to be careful as far as the projects we're going and how we're sort of sneaking into this, what big things we're moving into, we need to make sure we make the right choices on the path going there. So in other words, you have a pathway and you have a bunch of forks in the road. It's all about getting to that destination, getting through that mouse maze and finding the cheese. And part of that is making good decisions as we sort of roll along. So make those good minor decisions as well once you have long-term goals. And that's going to be very beneficial for you, because now you're going to have better control of where you want to be, because the mouse will never find the cheese. And by the way, if you're ever stuck in a maze, you take all rights and you'll get to the end of the maze. You don't have to solve anything. You just take all rights. If it's right turn, you take that, and you get to the end of the maze. Trivia. It's trivia. Anybody ever ask you how to get through a maze? You take all rights, and you will get to the end of the maze. All right. What is the future like for me and Tim? Let's check it out and see what's happening with you and Tim as well. You and Tim. All right, Tim the Toolman Taylor. We did Romantic Victorian already. We did that one. We could do the Thoth Derivative. I do like this one. In case you're wondering what is this one. This is the Rosetta Tarot. Yes, all rights in the maze. It will get you to where you want to be. There's no maze you can't solve by just taking all rights. It's a cheat code. It's like a video game. You know, you're playing that video game and you're like, I need a cheat code because this boss is hard. Now you have it. That's what you get when you spend a life growing up reading books. Reading too many books. All right. Speaking of, let's find out some good information right here about Tim. About Tim and yourself. Are we looking good? Is Tim looking great? Wow, that's nice. That's nice. You and Tim are looking pretty sweet. You know, gain being reversed doesn't bode well for a lot of different reasons. So gain being reversed is we got a bit of that delay, or we got a bit of challenge in a couple of areas. I think you know what those areas are. So Tim the Toolman Taylor may have some issues in a couple of different directions, and you're sort of trying to figure out what to do about it. So I think that, I think that you're sort of asking the question for a good reason. And I think you've already seen something. You're like, hey, I wonder what's going on with that. So gain reverse is we got a bit of a delay. We got a couple of things that we're seeing that could be a bit of a, not really a red flag, but maybe a yellow flag. Maybe a bit of a yellow flag. You never know. So we sort of have to watch out for that. Biffy, I got 10. And then it's sold out for the rest of your life. Go on Etsy, search for Echoes of Nature. Now use Echoes coupon, one word, Echoes, and get 15% off. It brings it down to like $40 or $39, $40, something like that. Anyway, there you go. And I will ship it out to you the next day, maybe the same day if you get it early. So now we're going into, we may have a couple of yellow flags, may have a bit of a delay, sort of seen that already. Strength says to sort of put up with it. So, go on and get done. Strength is all about the steel as well. It has a very steel card, a very metallic card. That's going to be great for you. As we sort of move on. So we sort of have to move on, sort of have to pass through some of these yellow flags. And we're going to the 6 of discs, which is success. And again, success does say very, very good news. Now, part of this is going to be Taurus. We're talking about the Taurus feel. The promotional code is the word echoes. One word, echoes. Put it in the coupon spot. So the 6 of disc is all about the Taurus feel when we're coming into that. And this talks about the stability and sticking with it, getting in there and getting it good. The Emperor says is that pretty much, just get command of the situation. If something is a bit iffy, if something gets a bit challenging, just take command of the situation and just confront it directly. In other words, don't go around it. Don't try to run around it, go around it and ignore it. No, just say, hey, we have a situation right here. What are we going to do about that? Don't ignore it. Handle it right there. It's all about that strength card that was right before that. That strength card talks about you having the ability to do that you can just confront the situation, be realistic, get some honest, open, constructive communication, and just knock out anything that's there. And we won't have any problems with Tim the Toolman Taylor. Everything will be all right. It looks like, because those are a lot of good cards. Does he want me back or not? I'm not sure. Let's find out. We need a good love reading. We're gonna go with Chiro. You can't go wrong with Chiro. He is sold out on the masks. I apologize to everybody. I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry that I posted that Chiro had masks for sale, and within like a day, he was sold out of all the masks. But yeah. See, Chiro doesn't waste time. He gets it done. He sees that opportunity and he just takes it. Chiro just takes that opportunity and just gets it done. Let's see. What am I doing? I was going to switch to the love screen. There we go. Chiro just gets it done. I'm just saying now. Does he want me back or there? Does he want me back or there? It's not there for me. It is there. Biffy, it is there. It is on Etsy. I see it. I see it on Etsy. Biffy, where are you located at? Are you located in the U.S.? Are you located in the U.S.? Echoes of Nature Etsy. I'm going to Google, and there we go. Echoes of Nature. Get you a direct link. Echoes of Nature. There it is. There it is right there. All right. No, I don't want the search. I don't want the search. I should have a link handy. I should just press a button and have a link. Okay. We're back to normal. We're back to normal here. I love these colors. Look how bright and colorful these are. I'm just saying. All right. Lauren said, does he want me back or not? We're sort of in the Ten of Wands. It's a bit of a burden. It's a bit of a burden. I think that they do, but there is a path to get there that you're going to have to walk. Are you ready to walk? Are you ready to walk that path? We have to ask, because the Ten of Wands is not a nice card. It's a bit of a burden. It's a bit of a weight on our shoulders, and we're trying to shed it. It seems we're trying to shed it. The Ace of Wands says we do have motion towards that, onto the Four of Wands. Now, most of the Four of Wands definitions, as you sort of run into, you bump into online, etc., talks about being a home card, stability card, marriage card. Looking pretty good. But part of that, Australia, do not ship to Australia. I'm so sorry. It cost a mountain of money. It costs a mountain of money. I apologize. It's U.S. only. The Four of Wands is talking about the beginning of something as well. Not only the stability, not only the marriage possibility, but the beginning of something. So I do think that they do want you back. Not now. Not now. The Ten of Wands, that burden is just there. The elephant in the room is literally weighing on us. Not now would be a good time. It's probably not going to be the best situation. Now, will it work out long term? The Eight of Wands says you're going to have some challenges here. We're going to have some challenges getting it long term. If you want something, a quick fling, get back together, something quick fun, maybe we could have some of that. We do have the bit of that stability, but the movement card, the Eight of Wands, being that forward movement, being that action, being that very, very controlled action, the excitement action is just not there. It could be just sort of following the lead and walking the path without any excitement, without any thrill, without a bunch of things that you really sort of need to keep it going. So if you're looking for something long-term, if you're looking for something nice and thick and meaty where you can go in and be back to normal, do the video game restore. We could do the video game restore and all that stuff. Biffy, the shipping is like $25. It's $25, Biffy. It's insane. And that's how much I pay discounted. That's my discounted rate, is $25. So I'm not Amazon. I can't ship you the good stuff overseas for nothing. Oh, overseas for nothing. That is the end of the donations. We're going to do maybe one or two. Jessica, welcome. By the way, if you hit like and subscribe, please do that. We got all sorts of fun, action, fun stuff. Everything is rocking over here. We got 740 videos to choose from. That's a lot of videos. All right, the Night Reader Tarot. There you go. So, yeah, throw down. Jessica, Biffy, email me at the email address down there, and we'll work out something. Biffy, go to the description of this video and email me at that thing. Okay. How's everyone tonight? Nikki wants to know, I'm doing good. I am doing good. Liz is waiting on 6 decks. They are coming. That's good. By the way, speaking of decks, I'm working on mine. And today we did the devil. Today we did the little devil. It looks like a third grader did it. It's very third gradish. I'm going to admit it's a very third grade attempt, but yeah, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I have better cards that I've done, but you know, the goofy look on his face. This is what I look like when I wake up at like 5 a.m. Have you ever woken up at 5 a.m. and you can't get back to sleep? This is what I look like for the whole day afterwards. It doesn't matter how many cups of coffee I have. This is what I look like. Now, my fingers aren't that weird. I can't draw hands. I can't draw. See, you wonder why I don't make my own tarot. You're like, why don't you just draw your own tarot? Because this is what my hands look like. And this is what my faces look like when I draw. So there's your answer. There's your answer. Why do you got to trace everybody else's stuff? Now you know. Now you have your answer. You do. Okay. Try reposting it now. May I ask, what do I need to know for the month of May? Not really mood for a general. Alley Catwell, move back to Ireland. There we go. There we go. I love specific questions. I'm all about specific questions. I'm happy with those. It's much better than trying to draw. I'm just saying. All right. AC. Well, move back to Ireland. The Irish. Have you ever watched the Try channel? Irish people try vodka and whiskey and stuff. That is a fun channel. I enjoy that channel. Everybody on there is pretty wild. All right, we're going to use Stephanie Lou Law's The Shadowscapes Tarot. The Shadowscapes Tarot. I'm just saying. Kana wants to know, Donnie, will we get back together? You're up at 5 a.m. every day. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about. We're back to lizards. We're back to lizards. It seems to be a lizard night for Kristen. Kristen, you have a thing with lizards tonight. You may want to watch maybe a dinosaur movie or something. Are dinosaurs like big lizards? Right, I think. All right. What can I expect in love? There we go. Well, we can expect reverse cards for this one. Will he move back to Ireland? We got a bunch of reverse cards. The Queen of Wands. Ooh, that's difficult. The Five of Wands. You have some difficulty getting there. You have some difficulty sort of getting there. There seems to be some blockages sort of interfering with what you need to do here. The Queen of Wands, it's almost like you don't have control of it, or you need to get something done before you can get control of it, or something, or anything. We have a bit of that difficulty sort of moving through with the Queen of Wands, just not getting that action done. The Five of Wands reversed. Okay. So we have a blockage. We have things. By the way, this is the last reading. I will not be back tomorrow morning, but I will be back tomorrow night. I'll be back same time tomorrow night, but tomorrow morning I want to burn out a tarot card. I want to just get them. I want to just make just a boatload of cards. A boatload of cards. Biffy, I got your email. Thank you so much. Okay. The Five of Wands reverses. This blockage I think is going to be eased up a bit. It's going to be eased up a bit. I think that's pretty good news for you. The Five of Wands, we have difficulty, we have problems, we have challenges. We're getting through those challenges because the Ace of Cups says we sort of have this emotional restore after we do that. Because I think that you want to be in Ireland. I think this is where you want to be. And you try to get there. We have those blockages, but this is going to be an emotional satisfaction thing for you. Maybe you have some other stuff that you need to be doing over there. Maybe you have some goals over there. You know a bunch of people over there. It's a sort of home feel, right? The home feel. The Ace of Cups, we're not home. We haven't been home. We're separated a bit. I think this would be fun and a playful, great thing for you to sort of engage in. The Sun says, yeah, you will move. Again, we have to get through these. You can't get through these. You're not going to be able to get there. But the Sun says we have good news. We have all sorts of exciting news as far as that's concerned. So yes, we're going to be able to do that. Now, maybe not. Again, need to get through the blockages. We need to get these things done. We want to get that emotional satisfaction, get back to where we just enjoy all of that good stuff. But just clear those blockages out. Find out what that is. If that's resources, if that's somebody doesn't want to move, if that's some logistics concerns, get that worked out. The Sun says we're going to move, looking good. It's just a matter of getting to the end point, basically, right? Getting to the end point. Mrs. Garcia, she wants to know if she has lots of grandchildren. Okay. You make me happy every time you shadow shaping. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'm back tomorrow at 2 p.m. go to the Tarot Magicians channel, 2 p.m. tomorrow, Central. Go over there and you'll get free double readings. Renee's going to do a reading and I'm going to do a reading at the same time. And it could be totally different. They could be the same, but it's pretty exciting. We're going to be doing that for like an hour or two. So come on, get some free readings tomorrow, 2 p.m. tomorrow on Tarot Magicians channel. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you then.